I pulled out about 10 or 12 tools right here sitting on the bench that I think that your dad or your DIY mom, whoever you're buying it for, but it is Father's Day weekend, I think will enjoy. Some of them are entry-level prices and some are not. So you have a variety from around $35 to $350. So let's get started. Okay, so up first is this Works Pegasus folding table right here. This thing is great. This thing holds up to 300 pounds when it's out. When it's folded down as a sawhorse, it holds up to 1,200 pounds. So if you had two of these, you could use them as sawhorses. And it's just a great all-around table, especially if you have a small shop like myself. Horizontal space is very, very limited. So this is nice. It folds up all the way for easy storage. Pull it out, work on it. I've drilled on it, painted on it. I've done all kinds of things on it. I use it all the time. So this is just a great table. And this comes in at $140. And you know what? It has just been super great. I've had this one for about 3 or 4 years and I've beat it to death and abused it. And it has just held up really good. I can't say enough good things about this Works Pegasus folding table. Next up is this DeWalt 5-inch orbital sander. This is like a workhorse sander. This is not my favorite sander, but I don't discriminate against any tools. And to me, orbital sanders, they're on the cheap side. They're kind of all created equal to me. I know some of you may disagree with that, but anywhere from Ryobi to DeWalt, they're very similar. And I've used Ryobi. I've burned through 2 Ryobis. But I like them because of their price point. But we're talking about the DeWalt. This one comes in at $84, and it's just a good all-around sander. It is a workhorse. But if your dad or whoever you're buying this for already has a DeWalt and is thinking about upgrading their sander, I have a sander that is more money. So from $84 to $249. But this was $200 when I bought this 4 years ago. I guess that's about right? So, but this Festool 5-inch orbital sander, same size, night and day difference how they operate. You know the old saying, it feels like a Cadillac? Well, this feels like a Cadillac compared to this. Okay, so if your dad has a sander and he wants to upgrade or been talking about upgrading for $250, this is the only Festool tool I own. I love the sander. It's smooth. It makes sanding, I don't hate sanding, but a lot of people hate sanding. This makes sanding pretty enjoyable. It's smooth, it's comfortable in your hands, it's comfortable. These vibrate a lot more and they're not very comfortable and they move around the board quite a bit. All right, next up is this sharpening kit by Trend. This is a professional diamond honing and polishing kit by Trend to keep all your chisels just maintained and just dialed in. If you're new to woodworking, you may not have this at all. I'm sure you don't have this, but this is a great tool to become better at sharpening your chisels with or your blades. Okay, so this is a complete kit. This is like $210. It's not cheap, but I plan on this. I've had this for 3 years now. I plan on this lasting the rest of my life. So I think it's one of those buy once, cry once kind of tools, but I think it's well worth it. So it's easy to use for the beginner or for the experienced woodworker, and it's just an all-around great sharpening kit. Next up is the gripper. The gripper has been around for over 20 years. This is a push block mainly used at the table saw. The blade goes inside here, keeps your hand on top, and it's just a safe option. So, and you could adjust these wings here, these tabs, for different sizes on your boards, different widths right here. This moves, see if I can move it on camera here. Of course it doesn't move since I'm trying to move it, right? All right. So this moves back and forth, and that's where the blade runs in between. And you're just able to customize this to cut the pieces that you need on your table saw safely. So the gripper, been around a long time. This is a good safety push block to have at your table saw. So look around. If he doesn't have any yellow push blocks like this, it's probably safe to say this would be a good buy right here. And I have its little cousin next. This one comes in at right at $49. And I'll show you its little cousin right now. I call it its little cousin. It's a smart push block. Okay. And this one's great. You could have multiple of these in the shop and that would be fine. This would be one tool. I'd like to have 2 or 3 or 4 of these. So you could use two of them on one board to push it through. So these smart push blocks are for the same thing, but you could use a smart push block on almost every saw. The table saw, the band saw I use it on. I also use this on my benchtop joiner. It's just a great push block. These little cleats go down. They go down to catch the board, or you could pop them up and just leave them up. This stuff is super grippy. So both of these push blocks are really good. This smart push block is coming in at like $25.69 and this one's $49. So there's your 2 great options for push blocks. Next up is this Feather Pro feather board. Just another tool to help keep you safe pushing material through your table saw. So it's made out of lightweight and durable plastic. These nice knobs tighten up and loosen real easily. Just slide this in the miter gauge track. Once you slide this in, it allows the material to go through but not to come back. And so there's a safety feature right there. So it's just one more safety feature at your table saw. I use this at the bandsaw as well. It's more critical at the table saw, but it's definitely makes it easier to rip stuff at the bandsaw as well. So this Feather Pro feather board, this comes in at $34.99 and is a nice little safety feature at the table saw or the bandsaw. So Feather Pro feather board. Up next is the Starrett 12-inch combination square. This is the best combination square I've ever had in my hands, the most accurate I've ever used. Okay, this one comes in at $142. But you know what? It's kind of one of those, you buy this once, this nice tool, you buy it one time, you won't have to buy it again. This company has been around since the 1800s and they have been a leader in accuracy with measuring devices for years. This Starrett combination square is so accurate and smooth and durable. Just the quality, you can feel it. Made right here in the US of A for the last 100 and some odd years. So get yourself a Starrett combination square. The quality will last forever. All right, next up is this moisture meter for wood by Dr. Meter. This is the one I use. This one comes in at $49. It is the best? Absolutely not. Okay, but it's good enough to read the moisture and all the material that I buy. That's anywhere from 2 inches thick to 3/4 of an inch thick. So this is a good enough moisture meter, I believe, for any DIY home shop to just find out what the moisture reading is of the material you bought, so you know if you need to dry it out more or when it's going to stabilize. So this little moisture meter by Dr. Meter for $49 has worked out just fine in my small shop. So will this moisture meter read inside of a log, a big log? No, it will not. There's other devices that are made especially for logs. But this is a great moisture meter just for around your shop. Next up is this branding iron by Gearhart Industries. Now this was a gift to me and I love it. So if the woodworker in your life doesn't have a branding iron yet and they have a logo, hey, there's a good idea. That's exactly what my daughter did to me. She took my logo and then just go on the website of Gearhart Industries and upload it. These are priced anywhere from $99 to like $3.95. But this one was in the $99 range, or a little bit more actually. I don't know because it was a gift. But looking at the website, they come in aluminum and brass, the manual ones that you heat up. And this one, I love it. I heat it up to about 400 degrees. I figured it out, get 2 or 3 brands out of it, heat it up again. They have the electric ones too that are already ready to go. But I love this little brand. I don't know exactly how much this one was, but it was on the lower end of the manual brass ones. So maybe around 150 bucks or somewhere around there. But this is a great gift for your DIY woodworker to brand their projects. And it's a lot of fun. They'll probably end up branding everything for a little while. But branding iron from Gearhart Industries, check it out. Up next is this Craig pocket jig. This has been around for a long time, the small compact one right here. Pocket holes are just simple and easy to use for any woodworker, but the new woodworker may already have this one right here, this little pocket hole jig in this case. And this one comes in at $52, this little one. But if they already have this little one, this big one right here is a 720 Pro, and this one comes in at $152. Sometimes you need the little one, sometimes you need the big one. But for big projects and doing a lot of pocket holes, the big one makes it a lot easier than moving around the little one several times. So you have choices here. So for the cheap version at $52, and then $152, the 720 Pro. So this will take care of all your pocket hole needs for any woodworker. These two are just fine. If you still need some more ideas, this didn't quite do it for you, I have 20 plus ideas right here from Harbor Freight, my top picks that I recommend. Thanks for watching.